we want to get better at implementing information. And we want to go into needle moving activities into our life, right? So we want to make sure that what we do is actually creating results in our life, that we're not just being busy with stuff. You guys know what I'm talking about? So I want you to write this down. Don't confuse splashing for swimming. Two different things. Too many people, they major in the minors. Does that make sense? We don't want to do that. We want to move the needle in our life, and we want to get obsessed with results. Does that make sense? We want to get obsessed with results. What you measure instantly gets improved by 20%. Anybody have weight loss goals for the new year? Body fat percentage or anything of that sort, fitness goals? Well, there's an app called MyFitnessPal. Have you ever heard of it? Yeah. So the whole idea is that it tracks everything that goes inside your body. Athletes measure everything. Calories, like if it's a UFC fighter, punching power. They measure the heart rate. They measure everything. So we want to start measuring things in our life. Because if we're measuring, we can delineate, am I moving closer to the target, or am I splashing? Right? And I'm not saying you have to just measure one thing. A lot of people do that. They just measure, okay, MyFitnessPal, great. So you're saying measure the calories. I'm saying measure as many things as you can. Measure everything. Am I getting closer to results? See, we could be running east with a lot of passion, but where does the sun settle? In the west. So having passion is not enough. We have to have what? The right strategy. Everybody say that one time. The right strategy. Gotta have the right strategy. And sometimes we could be close, but we're still barking up the wrong tree. That's like me saying lightning and lightning bug. Do they sound similar? Vast difference in meaning, right? So we want to measure, because that way we know, are we getting closer and closer to the goalpost? So what's an example? Because I want this to be real for you. I don't want this to be just more information. That, we all know that's not what we need. We don't need more info. What do we need? We need implementation, right? We want to make it real world, to where this information is actually creating a catalytic change for you, and it's moving you in the direction of what? Your goals, your results, right? Results. So what's an example of something in your life that you can start measuring as early as today, when you get out of here?
Are you meeting your plans?
What is it?
Are you meeting your plans?
Yeah, and that's a little general, that's a little vague. Okay, so
getting closer to your goals.
yeah, get more real with it. Like, how specifically? What are we talking about? Am I meeting my goals? How? Like, how can you measure that? How can you make this real for you? Yeah. Be very,
clarify the goal.
very clear. Clarity is power. Yeah.
And aspects of the goal you achieve when adopt.
And maybe even set up some actionables, right? Milestones. Because you probably heard that the happiness doesn't happen when you reach the goal. When does it happen?
During.
Yeah. Every time we hit a little milestone, as we're climbing this mountain towards our goal, we feel happy. And if you guys want to know the secret to happiness, it's progress. It's growth. We have been created by God to have a need for growth. And if you're not growing, you're what? You're dying. There's no stagnation. There's no such thing as, hey, I'm just gonna coast here, watch the view. Will the weeds keep growing every single day in the garden? So we gotta constantly be in motion, right? So you wanna think about, how can I make this real? As I go towards my goals, specifically actionables. Like if you're in sales, is it a number of calls? Because I can't control the outcome, but can I control picking up the phone or the auto dialer, leaving more voicemails? Can I control how many emails I send out? These are the things I can control, right? So everybody say control the controllables.
Control the controllables.
Does that make sense? We got to do that. We got to control the controllables, right? Napoleon Hill, in his book Think and Grow Rich, he talks about having organized plans for your goals. And the key word there is organized plans. So I want you to zoom out all of 2025 and break it down all the way. Start with the end in mind. It's the end of 2025. This is where I want to be. What will you have to reverse engineer? Let's go month by month, from December to November to October to September to August, July, June, May, April, and now March. Here's the goal. Let's break it down, because if we want to have organized plans, we want to get very, very clear. We said it earlier, clarity is power, right? We want to get very clear. So you want to break it down into monthly activities and weekly activities. And then we want to even go further than that into daily. Now, I'm not saying there's no wiggle room. Things come up, hey, I got this unexpected doctor appointment. I got my car broke down. Things come up, so you have to be graceful. I'm a Christian. We talk about the grace of God. You got to be graceful to yourself too, right? So you have to be graceful, but at the same time, you can't hit a target that you're not seeing. Right? So we have to get very, very, very clear. And I want you guys to just think about the actual activities. Don't be so rigid to where this is my calendar and I'm from 6 a.m. I'm doing this, from 6 to 7 I'm doing this, and that's a little too rigid. They asked Warren Buffett the other day. They said, "You want to know why I'm so happy?" I said, well, why? Take a look at my calendar. What do you see on it? There was nothing on his calendar. Nothing. He said, I try to study and read, and I want to make one smart investment per year. One really good investment. And that's essentially, I just pay attention. But he's not rigid. And I subscribe to that, by the way. I used to do strategy sessions. If you're in sales, strategy sessions, or appointments or calls. Sometimes they show up, sometimes they don't. It's, hopefully you pre-qualify them so that you're not just wasting your time. But I don't do those anymore because I value my time so much. You want to know the most important assets that you have and everyone has? What do you think are the most important assets that people have? Knowledge is good. Definitely gotta have knowledge. Anybody else?
Mental health.
Mental health, gotta have that. Yeah. I think those are all correct, right? My opinion is number one, it's health. Say, my health is my wealth.
My health is my wealth.
My health is my wealth. A healthy person can have 1,000 goals and dreams. A sick person only has one. Your health is your wealth. The number one asset that you have in this life is your health. Your health is your wealth. Number two, time. Money is replenishable, but what's the one thing that you can never get back? Time. Average lifespan in America is 76 years old. I lost my sister to a rare lung disease in 2018, 45 years old. Didn't see it coming. Write this down. Tomorrow is promised to no man. If my sister got a chance to live an average life, she would have had another 33 summers left on this earth. That's not a lot of summers, is it? And think about how quickly this winter is already gone. Now we're approaching spring. The seasons pass very, very fast. Even if you get to be 100, it's still nothing but a flash in the pan, right or wrong. That's if you live a full life. So it goes by super, super, super quick. So we got to get really intentional with our time. If you want to do something, if you want to accomplish a new goal, or you want to master a new skill, or if you want to embark on a new endeavor, I'm gonna just say it like Nike, just do it. Just do it. See, you can't steer a parked car. Tony Robbins says, feedback is the breakfast of champions. I'd rather have a pretty good plan executed than a perfect plan that's just written down. Everybody say, done is better than perfect.
Done is better than perfect.
Right? So I want you guys to think about that. I want you to think about time is one of the most valuable assets. In my opinion, it's number two. Health is number one. Time is number two. And then I think money is number three. I think it's important, right? If anybody says, money won't bring you happiness, it won't necessarily bring you happiness, but it gives you a lot of resources. It does give you comfort. It gives you solutions to most of your problems. And it makes the conditions easier to be happy, right? So by itself, it won't bring you happiness. I mean, listen, I got millionaire friends, and some of them are very happy, and some are very miserable. So, but I can tell you that being poor and now being in a place where I'm very blessed, I feel like I have more of everything in my life. I have more of everything. So I don't know about, does money bring, I don't think it brings happiness, but again, it makes it easier on that route.